you want to find the best opportunities in Web3 games, the earlier you can find the quality projects, whether in the early stages of development, the better off you're going to do. That's why I'm always trying to bring you these new projects as soon as I find them on the channel here. And today is no different. If you're into sports, if you're looking for something new in Web3 gaming, this is definitely one to keep your eyes on. Be sure to smash that thumbs up button, make sure you're subscribed and got notifications turned on, and let's dive right into this. What's going on? The APEcoach from Six-Pack Gaming, where we bring you the best Web3 NFT games. Now today we have Epoch 2140. A very cool concept. I got in touch with the team, they were telling me about it, and essentially this is like a virtual sports league that's being built out. It's going to have like AI integrations and machine learning and all the stuff to run this virtual sports league, and the whole idea is to give like the ownership and governance back to the community, really maximize community engagement. And it kind of combines the elements of like a fantasy football league with a trading card game with a sports manager type of game and platform. There's going to be teams and players and franchises that players can own and, you know, trade between and all of this cool stuff. So if you're into sports, you're into football, you know, definitely one to keep your eyes on for sure. And talking with the team, they're super open and, you know, wanting to be really involved with the community. So we've already talked about, you know, bringing some of the guys in from their team to do like an AMA or like an interview or something of that nature. So if you guys have any questions after this first sort of video, we're going to have some follow-up videos to kind of go more in depth. Always great to see the team like really standing behind the product and, you know, putting themselves out there and that sort of thing. So if you do have questions though, be sure to drop a comment down below for sure. For now though, let's give you kind of the snapshot of what Epoch is and what it potentially has to offer. One of the really cool things when it comes to Epoch is it's not just like one little game. It's got these 4 interconnected foundational games that all sort of have an impact on one another. So we have the Epoch Bash here. That is going to be the first game that's released. That's the training ground for the Epoch players. It's a hybrid between a trading card game and a sports management simulator. The End Zone Expedition, which is going to be a sandbox RPG that puts you in the role of the scout, and this is going to be like the events venue for all the Epoch celebrations, so that's very cool. And then there's the match day simulation, and then the fantasy football and league management platform with a lot more cool things. So again, we're not going to go over all of this right now, but we'll give you an introduction to what the Epoch Bash is, because that's the first thing that's going to be coming out. And as I said, we're going to have some future videos. We're going to bring the team in, we're going to, you know, get them to answer some of your questions and all of that as well. So lots to come here. Let's dive into the Epoch Bash. So Epoch Bash is a head-to-head sports game where users compete against each other in a strategic environment. Think chess plus American football. That's what Bash is. In Bash V2, users will have to collect unique tradable cards that make up their team, and each player will provide a unique advantage for their team. Then the main gameplay loop revolves around you building more power than your opponent on a specific play, which will determine the success or failure of your athletes and impact the amount of yards that were either won or lost during the play. If the difference is high enough, you could concede a turnover or maybe even score an instant touchdown. You're going to have a bunch of different player cards and that sort of thing, and you're going to have to utilize them and their special attributes or abilities in the right ways in order to, you know, try to score more points than your opponent. That is essentially what the Epoch Bash is going to be. Here you have sort of a snapshot of, you know, what the card will potentially look like and the different sort of elements that'll play into it. So you've got, you know, their position, their energy, their rarity, what card type they are, you know, whatever special traits they have, their power, their stamina. So there's going to be different things like that, you know, similar that you would find in most traditional like trading card games. But again, it's going to be a little bit more strategic, and this is just the first initial, this is, you know, the training grounds, right? So that'll be the first thing coming out in terms of the gameplay, and then it's going to become a lot more involved as it heads into the sort of the final overall product of this. Obviously, even with the first Epoch Bash game being more of like a collectible card game, you know, having certain cards is going to be super valuable, certain players, and then as it evolves into the full like sports management thing and the virtual sports league where the community owns, you know, franchise teams and players and stuff like that, if you have like the super rare like star QB of your team or something, like, you know, that's going to hold a lot of value. So the players themselves are going to be really important, and I've got some leaks to share with you, some of the artwork. So these are some of the amateurs we got here. You know, don't tell the team. I don't know if I'm supposed to show this yet, but you know, we're giving you the alpha early, right? This guy's massive, big amateur. All right, and then we got a few of the professionals here, so you can see they're a little more, you know, a little more carved out, a little more rugged. They got their team jerseys on and stuff too. Dope. Hey, number 2, there we go. That's me. That was my number in all the sports when I was growing up: hockey, soccer, all that good stuff. Dope. Fire. Okay, so you know, those are the players, right? So obviously players are going to be super important and valuable, especially if you get like a really good player, really good card. And then there's also the idea of the teams, right? So if we come up here, there's going to be all these different teams, and they kind of represent, you know, different areas, right? You got the Great Lakes Serpents, you've got the Vancouver Valkyries, you've got the Yucatan Cenotes, you've got the, sorry if I pronounced that wrong too, I might have butchered that. You've got the Delta Cranes, and you've got the Vietnamese Spirit Weavers here. So there's 8 different teams right now in different areas. And so let's take a look at, you know, Great Lake Serpents here. Again, with the, you know, this whole virtual sports league and that, like, the community is going to have ownership over these teams, right? Over these franchises. So it's really cool that in that, like, not only, you know, in traditional sports and that, and like fantasy football and things like that, like you're rooting for your players, right? And, you know, your team, just because like you like that team, you know, you kind of call it your team. But in this, like in this virtual league, you're going to have the ability to actually own these teams, right? So like you're actually going to be part of like an owner of a sports team in this virtual league, and you're going to be able to own like players and all of that sort of stuff. So again, really cool concept, and that was why I wanted to, you know, bring this to your attention as well. So let's take a look at the Great Lake Serpents, kind of show you what there all is here. This is one of the 8 teams. So it says the Great Lake team, known as the Serpents, was formed in the aftermath of the sudden wars of resource accumulation and the rebuilding of the Great Lakes region. The team was made up of players from the sprawling metropolis that had risen from the ruins of cities like Chicago, Detroit, and Columbus, which had been forever altered by global warming and rising sea levels. Okay, so it says these are the bash arenas where players make their names, earn different areas, and play in multiple environments. So again, there's going to be a bunch of different arenas and stuff to play. Some of the different plays you'll be able to choose between, whether you're on defensive, offensive, gives you the, you know, success or the probabilities of, you know, running this play against run or against the pass. And then like this is a little profile of one of the players. Like I said, we're just kind of scratching the surface here. You got a little bit about the lore, kind of gives you some background on it. You can see the site's like really well put together, really cool like animations and stuff like that. And again, there's going to be, you know, stuff about the Epoch token. There's, you know, drafts and stadiums and a whole lot more. The platform that we're going to be talking about in upcoming videos. For now though, just wanted to let you know that this is out there, right? Let you know that they're starting to build the community, and you know how you can sort of follow them and keep up with the game. So again, I'm going to be posting more videos on my channel, so make sure you smash the thumbs up button, make sure you subscribe and turn those notifications on, and you won't miss any future videos we cover on the game. Again, we're going to bring the team in, we're going to get them talking about it, sharing their sort of ultimate vision for this project and all of that great stuff. Their Twitter, I believe they just started building like this week, right? So it's only at like 350 followers right now. It's been growing really quickly though. And the Discord is launching either today or tomorrow. So as soon as that's up, I'm gonna drop all the links down in the description below. If you liked the video, be sure to like the dang video, smash that thumbs up button, make sure you subscribe and got notifications turned on, because we're gonna be covering more videos on Epoch here. Like I said, gonna be bringing the team in, and you know, we'll see if we can hook the community up here as well, see if we can get them to you know, dish out, I don't know, some whitelists, maybe some giveaways and stuff like that in the future. But really just wanted to you know, put this on your radar, let you know that it's in the earliest possible stages. So always good to be able to find projects in these times, and you know, at least be able to keep tabs on them for when things start to really roll out, and you know, see if you want to be involved with them or not. Either way, appreciate y'all for watching. Be sure to smash the thumbs up button, drop a comment down below what you're thinking of this video, and if you have any questions for the team, drop a comment down below as well. Like I said, team is very open to the idea of being, you know, active and involved with the community, listening to feedback, all that sort of stuff. So if there's anything you guys want to know more about, drop it down below, and we'll get the team in here. We'll answer all of your questions. We'll do like an AMA or interview session, all of that good stuff. But yeah, this is Epoch 2140. Appreciate y'all for watching. As always, till next time, train hard, game hard, keep making those life-changing gains, and we will see you in the next one. Peace out, everyone.